All right, our next guest says don't try to work with the IRS by yourself. Tax Network USA has specialists that take the burden off your shoulders. Here to tell us more about that, spokesperson for Tax Network USA, Cameron Kinsey. Cameron, really good to have you on. Missed this, extension deadline. Are we cooked? Are we toast? What can we do, and how can Tax Network help us if we haven't even filed the extension yet?
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me, Eric. It's good to see you. For those watching who don't know, Tax Network USA is one of America's leading tax relief firms. We have specialized in helping individuals and business owners take on the IRS head on, whether that's audits, back taxes, you're dealing with wage garnishment, maybe even unfiled returns. And so our team includes we have CPAs, enrolled agents, experienced tax attorneys who really just know the tax code inside and out. They know how the IRS operates and what to look out for and know how to push back effectively. And so the truth is, Eric, the IRS really doesn't care who's in charge politically. Obviously, we've seen these aggressive tactics from the Biden administration trickle over, and President Trump has done a really great job I think he eliminated 25% of the IRS workforce, but they have stayed aggressive, actually. So our job is just to protect hardworking Americans who just get crushed by bloated, weaponized enforcement that we've seen in the past.
I think I've read these promos, and they say, well, you can get taxed up to 25% of the initial burden that you owe the IRS. I've experienced where it was more, Cameron. I've experienced, I didn't know. I did a deal did a piece of property deal years. I was very, very young, forgot about it years later, never paid taxes on it, completely forgot erroneously. My tax was almost 100% of, the penalty was almost 100% of the initial tax. It's insane how much they can get you for. That's why we need people like Tax Network USA, right?
Exactly. And so many companies, they'll charge these like hefty upfront fees too. They'll give you like cookie cutter advice for this, and then they'll really vanish when things get tough. And we're not that firm. We've helped eliminate over $1 billion in tax debt for our clients because we approach every single case, Eric, strategically and personally, because we know that this isn't just a financial toll for somebody, but an emotional one as well. And so we're not just another service provider. We share the same values of the people watching this show right now. We want limited government, less bureaucratic nonsense. We want to protect people from these weaponized institutions. And so that's really the lens that we approach every single case with. We're on your side. We are not on theirs. And so our goal isn't just to solve the problem for you, but really just get your life back on track during this process.
Cameron, about a minute or so, divorce, moving, we tend to lose our documents. Will that screw us, so to speak, in the long run?
No. We try to make this as simple and easy for you as possible. You'll want to gather any recent tax returns, W-2s, 1099s, IRS letters. If you want to proceed after that initial free consultation with one of our team members, financial records we'll ask for sometimes, anything that is proof of hardship, like medical bills, proof of income loss, things like that. And don't worry if you don't have it all organized, like you noted, that's a part of what we do as well. So don't panic if it's not all gathered. If documents are missing, our team actually assists clients in obtaining copies from the IRS and other sources as well. So we're just focused on building a case that puts you in the strongest position possible.
Yeah, and if you ask the IRS what documents they have of us, then maybe we know what they don't have of us as well. I'm just not suggesting you should do it. I'll leave it in the hands of the professionals. As always, Cameron Kinsey, always good talking to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
All right. Our next guest is our own Real America's Voice host of Law and Border, who's been out there with ICE agents in Texas. Happy to bring in Ben Bergquam. Ben, tell us, give us a little sense of where you are. It looks like you're moving. Who are you rolling with?
Yeah, I'm actually out on ICE ops right now with ICE, Houston ICE, wrapping up an operation, multi-agency task force that we've got 80 to 90 illegals just today on. So it's continuing. It's not slowing down. It's only increasing the operations down here. And again, this is just one community, one city in Texas where ICE is going after the illegals. But the moral of the story, Eric, is it's not just the criminal illegals that ICE is going after. It's these activists, it's these judges, it's the people that are obstructing them that are the real problem in our country right now.
And that's illegal. I mean, we've talked about here on the show, there's a couple of U.S. code laws that they're violating when you obstruct the ICE from doing their job. It's literally against the law. These people should be thrown behind bars. Hope they are. Ben, first of all, tell the people you're riding with thank you for what they're doing. We are big fans, and we protect those folks at all costs. Take a look at this. This was a nice raid with you. I believe it's with you, Ben. Take a look.
He's already been deported once. They were attempting to make an arrest of him at a different location. He fled to here and then got inside the house and barricaded himself. Connected with local law enforcement to make sure we can secure the scene. Obviously, as you can see, there's a lot of folks here that are they are upset. And so we want to make sure everybody's safe, the public, the officers, and the individual that's barricaded himself inside the house. And right now, I'm sure they're making a plan to go in there safely and get him out so that nobody gets hurt.
Hey, it's too much pressure here. Okay,
We're up against America. It's not just the illegals that were let in, it's the communities that are aiding and abetting protecting them.
And Ben, I'm not sure the folks are understanding it. So there's ISIS arresting some illegals, and all those people standing there, those weren't illegals. They look like a lot of legal American citizen white people flipping you guys off and shouting obscenities, right?
Yeah, so just to give you an idea, we're going after criminal illegals that multiple deportees that ran from police, ran from ICE, went into that building, barricaded themselves in there. And then the problem is you have these networks, they call them rapid response networks in all the communities across America, all these leftist activist groups working with many of the same NGOs that invited and profited from the invasion, that then as soon as ICE is spotted in the community, they start sending these activists out and you get surrounded. And this is my experience multiple times. I've experienced this. Now, this is the difference though, Eric. In Houston, police actually work with ICE and they were there to secure the scene. In Chicago, when this happens, ICE gets surrounded, they get attacked, police do absolutely nothing. If anything, they obstruct as well. And so ICE is left, and that's why we saw Border Patrol and ICE have to deploy tear gas in some of these situations to protect themselves. That's what we're dealing with. And that's really the big difference between sanctuary jurisdictions and non-sanctuary jurisdictions like Texas that actually work with ICE to help them actually get the bad guys. But even in places like Texas, you still have to deal with these criminal scumbags that end up circling you. And you don't know. I mean, who knows if they're criminals, if they're ICE, if they're illegals. All you know is they're against you and they're attacking you. And they're bad people. I mean, this lady out there with her baby screaming at ICE, trying to attack us. It's the worst of the worst kind of human being.
How many, before people stop lining up, giving ICE agents the business while they're trying to do their job? Just today, there's a brand new one. I think it happened yesterday. An illegal, intoxicated, killed an American citizen. Again, it's just almost daily we're hearing about these things, and yet those clowns, those citizens right there flipping off ICE agents, flipping off the camera, flipping off you, Ben. I mean, has the country not had enough of this nonsense yet?
I can't speak for the entire country, but I'll tell you what, we've got a lot of people coming up to our vehicle telling us thank you, rather than, you get people attacking, but you get a lot of people saying, thank you, ICE, thank you for doing what you're doing, we support you, and they need to hear that. But I will tell you this too, people ask about morale for ICE, and I was talking to the director, who's actually in the car with us, shout out to Brett Bradford, and the entire team here. The number of job applications is higher than it's ever been. I think somewhere around 175,000. So this isn't dissuading people from joining ICE. If anything, it's inviting them to.
It's very, very interesting. Just the way Pete Hegseth says the military is now seeing record requests for enrollment into the Department of War, so to speak. Ben, you have an event coming up on Saturday in Utah. Tell us.
Yep, I'll be speaking. Great event. We'll be there with the host, actually the voice of Law and Border, Dave Bray USA, Jeremy Harrell, Will Witt. If you guys want tickets, you can get more information at utahspatriots.com. Going to be an awesome event. Just if you're anywhere near the Salt Lake City area, it'll be Saturday, pretty much all day Saturday. utahspatriots.com. Look forward to meeting you guys out there.
There you go. Great event, and good on you, Ben. And please be careful, and please tell every single ICE officer agent all the way up the chain that we thank them for everything they're doing. We really do. Ben Bergquam,
Will do.
everyone. Thank you again.
Thank you, sir.
All right, folks, we'll be back 2.5 minutes.